In this video, I'm going to show you the journey a byline takes from when it is typed into our editor all the way to being rendered on one of our front ends. This is a very simplified version of what actually happens. So we can start with Spark, that's our CMS, and Spark publishes content to the content and metadata platform, and that content and metadata is available to lots of different consumers, not just ft.com and apps. So when a story is published, that story gets sent to the content and metadata platform. That makes it available via an API. And ft.com and apps takes that content and writes it to Elasticsearch. The ft.com article page reads directly from Elasticsearch and renders an article, and the web app, which has an iOS and Android wrapper as well as being a pure web app, will read from the App API, which is an intermediary API between Elasticsearch and the clients. There are some other things that I've left off here for simplicity that are also reading and rendering from those APIs. So turning now to the journey of our apostrophe, there are two representations of an author name in this system. The first is whatever was typed into the byline, and the second is the author's representation in the knowledge graph, which is part of the content and metadata platform. And in this case, we're going to look at what happens when we put a straight quote into the free text field in Spark. So the Content and Metadata API publishes both of those instances of the name with a straight quote, and those get put into Elasticsearch. Then the article page reads from Elasticsearch, and it actually normalizes both of those quotes, the one in the metadata field and the one in the byline, to be curly quotes, and then it is able to successfully render Oscar O'Reilly, matching up the name in the author array with the name found in the byline string. Over on the app, in the App API, however, we only normalize one of the quote styles, which is a bug. Because when we come to render Oscar O'Reilly in the byline, we look at the author metadata array and we can't find him because straight quotes and curly quotes are not programmatically equal. And so what we end up doing is just leaving Oscar O'Reilly unhyperlinked, and we also render that straight quote when we know it should probably be a curly quote. So that's it, the journey of a byline, all the way from Spark all the way through to our front ends.